my people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl ezinnemwilliams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you are new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Oh my goodness, did you guys watch that interview that Jason J and Kola did with Ebuka? Like, that's the last interview from their post eviction, that was posted. A lot of us were waiting for that video, and when it came out, it was everything we wanted and more. Like, at that time, they've not had their phones, they've not really, communicated with their outside family and friends. So it was more or less like their honest review of themselves or what they did in the house. Let me just tell you something. Never have I ever seen this kind of rivalry in the history of Big Brother Naija. I mean, we are used to two women or two ladies or two girls fighting or being rivals because of a man. But this season changed the whole thing. We now have two guys being rivals, or even three guys being rivals because of a woman, and her name is Dede. Jason was throwing shades at Kola. Kola was returning back. See, if you watch that interview well, you will know that there are some parts that were cut out. And of course, as an editor, I know. And I think a lot was said that they said, this isn't necessary, and they cut it out. I cannot believe that Jason actually referred to Sultana as a relentless chaser. Like, he said this while describing his situation with that of Kola. And he said that Kola cannot, understand how it feels like to be chased and be able to hold yourself. Like, he and Dede were properly and relentlessly chased by both Kola and Sultana. They were relentless in their pursuit. They were relentless in their chase. The unfortunate thing is he wasn't as strong as Dede, and he lost himself. I'm like, See, one thing, Jason, the vibe he gave me all through that interview is he's still not learned how to take accountability. Like, in one moment, he was telling us how, if not that he and Dede's friendship crashed, he wouldn't have been, doing all those stuff with Sultana. He would have been true to his girlfriend. And he was also kind of saying that he got into all of that and started liking Sultana because Sultana was relentless in her pursuit of him. I'm like, guy, you did all that. Why are you placing the burden of your self-discipline on this women? Like, so if because Dede and your friendship did not work out, that's why you were busy, like, I do not understand that. See, let me just read out some of the things that was said in that interview. He said, I fell for Sultana even though I had a girlfriend outside because she was relentless in her pursuit. He said with Joanna, it was a one-down moment, sponsored by Guinness. He said that Dede would have helped him stay loyal. And he was saying all this while questioning Kola's intention. Because he was like, why was Kola so relentlessly, pursuing Dede? Was it because he wanted her to snooze, or he wanted her to choose him over her man? And Kola was like, hell, what's this? Like, you are in no position to question me about this because you were everywhere. I stayed true to one person because I actually liked the person, and there's nothing wrong in liking that person. And to be honest with you, in that whole interview, I am on Kola's side, because why would you come and be questioning Kola? Like, I do not understand it. I don't get it. And all this because of a woman. Like, the way Jason speaks so highly of Dede, how Dede held herself, how Dede is disciplined. Even Kola concurred. He said, shout out to Dede, or he didn't actually use the word shout out, but he basically said Dede held herself. I'm like, you see it? You see it? Meanwhile, he is over here calling, Sultana a chaser. If Ebuka had to ask him, Sultana chased you, he said yes. You know what? Let me just try and read what.
Something exciting is brewing. It's Coffee Meets Culture, where arts, fashion, and creativity come alive over the aroma of coffee. Join us on Saturday, October 25th, 2025 at Luna Cafe, Tuscunda House, Central Business District, Abuja from 10 a.m. Come dressed in your best tribal elegance and experience culture like never before. Special appearance by the Honorable Minister of Youth Development, Comrade Ayodele Olawande. Coffee Meets Culture Abuja, where every sip tells a story.
Kola said, I give it to her, Dede. She held herself too good, high standard. You, Jason J, you moved from one point to another and you kept on moving. So to me, I don't think you are in a position to tell me how to go about chasing someone or not. Because you yourself were not loyal to what you said you wanted to hold on to. It's a different thing if you asked me what my intentions were. If my intentions were to talk with her while pursuing other women, then you could say what's your intention with her. But I was focused on just one person because I genuinely liked her, and I'm not going to make it seem like it's wrong to genuinely like someone. And this caller had said when he was explaining himself to Jason J and told Jason J that he truly did like Dede and he wanted to know her beyond the surface on a more deeper level. Jason J on his own part had said, if I didn't lose my relationship with Dede, the friendship we're building, I don't think I would have messed up. Kola called him a hypocrite. At some point, Jason was describing when he went, the whole thing spiraled downhill for him. He said the moment that fishy thing had happened, that was when he just lost it. He just lost it and he was like, you know what, F it, I'm gonna let go. He said at some point during that week that fishy thing happened, that he and Dede fell out, he almost asked for voluntary exit. Like, I remember I specifically did a video that day and I said, what is paining Jason J? It's not Sultana and Koyin. It's actually the fact that the whole Dede and fishes thing had happened. Yeah, and a lot of people, mostly his fans, were like, no, it's not true. Jason cannot be. I mean, now you guys have seen it, that he was actually pained to the extent that he wanted to take a voluntary exit because of a woman. I'm like, at this point, let me see Dede, what exactly is it that, I don't know, because you cannot tell me, oh, it's just because of beauty, because I don't think it's just because of her beauty. Yeah, he said, that Dede was his safe space. He was keeping her, or she was keeping him in check. And for Kola, he said, what actually drew him to Dede wasn't just the first day. He didn't actually notice her the first day, according to him. It was, I think he was going to the bathroom area or something, and he wanted to and he saw her and he was like, who is this fine girl? He wanted to hug her, and then it was like, I don't do hugs. And he was like, okay, no, that messed up his mind. He said that messed up with his mind. He was thinking about it like, he has never experienced this before, for a woman to be like, I don't want to hug. So he was thinking, did I go about it the wrong way? What actually did I do wrong? And that was it. That was from that thinking, the intrigue, the interest kind of was built. He also talked about him and Koyin's situation, because Ebuka said one thing about them in the house, they will have, issues with each other, and the next day they are hugging, they are laughing, they are gisting. But him and Koyin, that is Kola and Koyin, never really resolved like it was from the beginning to the end of the show. And he said the thing was, it was Koyin that threw the first stone, because he was on his own, minding his business. Then Doris comes to him, I think it was the first week or second week, and told him that, see, Koyin is making mockery of you, that Dede had mocked you, and you had given Dede something, and she did not say thank you. A lot of us remember that situation. And Kola was like, why would this guy be saying things about me? We don't even talk, we are not even close, and all of that. And he said for him, that was the moment, that the whole thing just started with him and Koyin. And Ebuka was like, why didn't you try to talk it out, resolve it? And he was like, they are not even friends in the first place, right? So yeah, and all this rivalry again because of one person, Dede. Interesting. Like I said in the beginning, I have never experienced this before in Big Brother Naija history. I always see two women fighting because of a man. Now we are seeing three men actually beefing themselves because of a woman. And I also want to say, you see that hypocrite, that Dede had called Jason? Yeah, I think he's hypocritical. I also think that he lacks accountability. Again, his girlfriend, if this lady here, because somebody had posted this picture and said that is Jason's girlfriend, if you are the girlfriend, baby girl, you said you find you are everything, a queen and more, shall just use your thumb to count your teeth. That's all I have to say, because a man that doesn't take responsibility for his actions, wanting to hold other people accountable for his actions, yeah, that's, to me, a very big, not even a red flag, that's a red banner right there. Yeah, but all in all, it's also crazy to me how the 2 nights or the night before the finale, after singing her praises in that dinner that they had with Ebuka, how Jason was basically, berating Dede to Sultana, and then now he's singing Dede's praises and basically calling Sultana a relentless chaser. Now, wow, BBM boys, not all of them though. Yeah, there are some very stand-up guys that have gone to Big Brother, but some of them are just crazy. Just crazy. But let me know what you think about that interview. Did you watch it? Let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, what exactly are you waiting for? Kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Ezinnemwilliams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.